Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our Happy Friday show. Hi, everybody. It's Friday, so thank you all for being with us this lovely Friday. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our channel or hit that like button if you're watching on Facebook. And we love to interact throughout the show, so keep on asking us questions. Start by just saying hi to everybody. Tell us where you're tuning in from. And, of course, hearts and thumbs up are always good, always good. We celebrate Fridays around here. Of course, we kick it always off with something good in a glass. And we are celebrating month of July. We're celebrating tiki drinks. So those are more tropical, and oftentimes have really kind of unexpected ingredients to add a little depth and different flavor profiles. And today I chose one of my favorites. I've done a little twist on it because if you order this at a bar, it tends to be really, really sweet. This is the Goody Painkiller. Yes, Painkiller, of course, has to have some rum. I include some pineapple rum. You can just use light rum if you don't have pineapple rum. Dark rum also, because that adds a little depth and flavor. Some pineapple juice, orange juice, and then cream of coconut. You shake it all together. But then after you pour it in a glass, you put just a little bit of sparkling water to freshen it up. And, you know, traditionally, a little bit of nutmeg is sprinkled on top. This drink is one of my favorites because of it tropical. I love pineapple, I love coconut, so there's just hints of that. It is deceiving, though. There's quite a bit of rum in there. So cheers, everybody. This will kick off your Friday real fast. Now, if you wanted to make this a non-alcoholic, I would take some pineapple juice, some of that, and orange juice, some of that cream of coconut, shake it up really good, and then top it with some sparkling water and add that nutmeg. It's going to give you that flavor. So cheers, everybody. Happy Friday.
Cheers.
Mr. HP's got his drink over there. Happy Friday, sir.
Friday.
Yeah. So every Friday, we choose something from your dictionary to set us off for the weekend. What is your word of the day today, sir?
Word of the day is going to be restorative.
Restorative?
I just feel like that needed to be a part of today.
Okay.
Restorative. Your health.
Is it because you've got a lot going on and you need to slow down?
You need to slow down and restore.
Yes,
rejuvenate.
I agree. One of your days this week was a 17-hour work day, and that was not good.
Yeah, that was a little long.
That was a bit much.
Don't do that.
Nope, don't do that to yourself. So great, I love this. I'm gonna take you up on it and remind you. I'm gonna remind you this weekend.
Please
for sure.
do. Restore.
We of course are coming off a really fun weekend with all the kids and the grandkids, so it's quiet around our house these days.
Hallelujah.
Which is needed as well.
It's nice to have.
But we have another kid in town, though.
Yeah, my other child.
Yeah, your other child.
Miss
Linnell
Linnell
is in town, and so we'll spend some time with her.
Yeah, gotta go see
this
Miss
weekend.
Linnell.
Of course, we always have mentioned the national days, and I wanted to mention this because it's very important. It's National Be Someone Day. What that means, it's an awareness, kind of a child abuse awareness campaign. So be somebody to a child, be somebody to call out things, be supportive. So I love that. But it also is National Junk Food Day.
What's your junk food?
My junk food? You know, I'm not a super junk food eater. I mean, if chocolate, is that even junk food? I mean,
Yes.
that just should be on everybody's daily intake. I don't know. I don't normally like some of the junk food things. I don't like chips. I don't like fries.
Get out of here. You do like fries. Stop it.
I don't like go and order them. Not really a burger girl unless it's a veggie burger, so I don't know. I don't Philly. Maybe some good tacos. Yes, maybe. Some nachos, maybe.
Nachos and cheese.
Well, and pizza too. Like, okay, I would call it junk food if it's like your regular old pizza. But if you go to like a real like artisanal pizza place where they make it all and it's all fresh ingredients, is it really junk food? Then pizza has to be my junk food.
What if it's French fries like air fried? It's not in grease.
Okay, so now we're taking the junk food and making it healthy. So it's not junk food anymore. What about your popcorn, though?
That's not junk food.
Okay,
maybe some fake cheese
let's just
on it.
talking about it. Oh, another national day is a National Lamington Day, and I had to look that up. I didn't know what that was. And when I looked it up, it's a treat. It's like a cake from Australia. And I saw a photo of it. Do you have a photo of it? Show them. Because I looked at it.
Of it.
Did I not put it in?
You did not.
Well, it's like a cake, white cake, and then it's covered in chocolate and then covered in coconut. And so I'm like, this is something that I would really like. So I don't know if I can find this anywhere around here, but Lamington Day.
I was wondering
I'm going
to
look into that. Look into that. All right, we're going to kick it off with our regular Friday scheduled show and tell. Are you ready? Let's check out our show and tell, all the quilts that you've been working on and posting this week. We are starting with a beautiful Hope quilt made by Kim. Looks like a beautiful top. I love the soft colors and that sharp center strip. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. Then next up is going to be a strip twist made by Susan. And I'm not sure if this is applique sunflower in the center or if it is a panel. I'm not sure, but really awesome. Love that just limited colorway. The blues are still scrappy. You can tell in the different shades. So I love that, to have just a little shade difference to give it more depth. Then next up we have Debbie's Zoe quilt. This one is, I believe, made with our first bundle club bundles. Listen to Your Heart. I love that, and a dark background. And I love that she added that light border. That really brightens it up and gives it a little twist to it. Then we have Linda's Order Up placemats. Now, Linda, that was some quick work because these are in my new book that just shipped. It just shipped this week, right? Or last week. So that was quick work. Great job on just playing with the quarter square triangles, the hourglass blocks. Love that. And I believe she used this as a practice on her long arm. She did different patterns on each one so that she can kind of see that and not have to put it in a big quilt to test it out. Right. Yes. Next one is Jane's Strip Joints quilt. And I love that. This is a little bit of a twist on it because she turned the blocks a little differently, which makes that interconnection between them. So that's a really awesome job. Then we have a Kobe quilt made by Erin, and I love this one. This, I believe, is one of our bundles. It looks like one of our clearance bundles, Andina, or similar to it. But I love the colorway. I love that pop of yellow and red kind of sprinkled throughout. Then next up is a Katrina quilt made by Jennifer. Beautiful red, white, and blue. I love this. This is a great job. Love the perfect balance of the three colors. So very successful. Cool picture too. Then we have some bags. Beautiful summer reading book bags made by Janice. Love that little couple of books. And, of course, it's got the best book in there. Yay. We're on its way in there. Awesome job. Next quilt is a share from Barb. Barb made this Wanda quilt, and I absolutely love that accent color of the moonscape accent looks like. That soft pink is a perfect accompaniment of the rest of the fabrics. So great job on that one. And last but not least, we have an awesome share from Lori. 4 crisscross double toss quilts made for her siblings, and she used for the blocks, for the alternate blocks, she used her mother's handkerchiefs. And what a great idea. And so each sibling has a quilt now, and I believe she said that it's been quite a few years since their mom passed, but she has been looking for a pattern that this would work for, and that's just perfection. And I love all the different color ways, just the different personalities of the person that receives it. Awesome job, Lori. Great idea. Thank you all so much for sharing. This is our Show and Tell Friday. So a little bit more sharing. We had a class here in the classroom yesterday. We worked on the Katrina quilt. Unfortunately, we didn't get a photo of everybody. Some folks had to leave early, but we got some photos of a couple of our students and their started blocks, and they are so awesome. These are untrimmed blocks, but you can kind of tell the different colorways. It's 2 very different quilts, but awesome in their own way. It was a great time, and folks just love hanging out in our classroom. Some of them are coming back to an open sew day so that they can just finish their quilt, which is beautiful because we always have people around to help you out if you need any assistance. So great time. On Tuesday, I revealed the 7 new patterns that are at the printer right now being worked on. And so we're hoping to get printed patterns of 7 new patterns soon, in about a week or 2. And 2 of them are brand new little patterns. Now, one you've seen around because that was one of our specials for selling the book, the new book. You got this PDF as a bonus if you bought the book and the ruler. So this is Little Mia. We have made Little Mia in 2 colorways, so that's shown on the cover of the pattern there. And I used for both of them, used a little kit. So we have a little kit. This is great, Good News, Great Joy for this version. So it's a holiday collection from Moda. And then the one that was also shown, the other Little Mia, is Bon Voyage little kit. So what you have in the little kits are 12 different strips that are about 6 by 21 inches. And so it's easy. You can do your starching. You can even pre-wash or do whatever you want. You can still get 48 5-inch squares out of it, and then you get a 1/4 yard of binding. So these 2 are one of the, and we have multiple little kits. So what I love about the little kits, it's not specific to a pattern. You can really use them for almost all of our little patterns, and then you can also cut strips from them. 2.5 inch, you get 2 2.5-inch strips. So what amounts to a 12 full width strips. So the second pattern is the Little Saga, and that one I also used a little kit for the cover quilt. That is the Rancho Relaxo, and both of these patterns are made with the new ruler. So if you're looking for something to play with when you get that ruler, or once you have the ruler, the Little Mia pattern is great, and then we will have those both in printed format really, really soon. And once the printed versions come, we will have both Little Mia and Saga available as a PDF as well. But I just wanted to point out the little kits. I think I have about 10 different ones of them at my house, because every time we make one, I'm like, oh, I love that one. I gotta keep that one. And they're so great because you can just pull them out if you want a fun afternoon or an evening or a Sunday. And whip up one of these little patterns. So check those out. So the other 4 patterns are larger, or other 5. We have the Braid Runner reprint, but then 2 of the other ones are our Nikki and Ariel quilts. Those are the quilts we actually had during our retreat, and so I taught both Nikki and Ariel. We made lap size quilts from one bundle Oh, I put the wrong pattern in there. Okay, so the Nikki pattern, I didn't put the cover in there. But the Nikki pattern is actually hanging right behind me. So this one is made with a linear fabric, so that's Nikki. And you saw a photo of the aerial. Because it's so perfect to make two quilts, two lap-size quilt from 1/2 yard bundle and 3 yards of background, we decided, and I showed you this on Tuesday, to put together some perfect pairing boxes that include the bundle, the background, and the accent fabric for Nikki, and then also enough fabric for binding, and then both patterns, printed patterns, for a super deal in our perfect pairing boxes, and they flew out. So we went to town and made some more. I told you we would try and make some more. So we have some more versions. So let me show you all the ones that we have available. These full price would be around $149, but we are selling them at $99. So it's a really great deal. Just imagine two lap-size quilts for $99, and you get both patterns as well. So this is Hikari. So we have that light ivory cream background, and then that 1 yard for the binding. And let me show you. Here's one of the quilts that one of our retreaters made. This is actually aerial blocks, but just laid out differently. But you can kind of see how cool that comes together and how great they look together. So here are some of the new ones that we put together. So we have a Christmas themed one from Cheer and Merriment, even though it's not classic Christmas colors. So these quilts could kind of last a little longer. Love this one, and it has this really cute tan muddled background. Then we have Colorways, which is a Stoff Fabrics, a Danish fabric company. So this one is evenly split grays and yellows, and with that awesome background from Filigree. I just loved this together with the little dots in yellow and orange and gray with the black binding. This one is going to be popular, I know that. Then we have the Elixir pattern, bundle. So this is a Ruby Star bundle. We added a couple of prints in there to balance it out. And this background is a bluish light gray, and it just works perfectly with these prints. I think this will be really cool. I think I may need to snag one of those. Then we have Chardonnay Noir, which is a black and white collection. And we had a black and white collection for one of our retreat offerings and paired it with a rusty red background. And I kind of swapped it out with this peacock teal. And I think this will be awesome. So the teal will be your background for Ariel, and then your accent color for Nikki. Then we have another holiday one, Jolly Darlings by Ruby Star. So very whimsical, fun line, great for the younger generation, I feel like, especially with that turquoise in there. But paired it with just a really cool Allison Glass background print. And so that's a little off-white. And so I think these will be really sharp quilts there. Then we have Piccadilly, which is a red, white, and blue. Just kind of very subtly, just a little bit of fireworks, a little bit of stars, so nothing too graphic, I would say, for 4th of July. But these would make great quilts or Valor quilts. So lap sizes of both would be enough to make from this bundle. And I think this is the last one, Sunnyside. This is a Moda line that is Camille Roskelly. Beautiful classic prints, blues, greens, and that beautiful burgundy reds. And a nice white background is going to make really sharp quilts from that one. So these are available, but again, we have limited quantities. So snag these up if you want to do that. They will not ship right away. They will ship when the patterns arrive, which should be in the next week or two, like I said. So I would say early August.
Does the pattern come with?
Patterns come with the printed pattern, so which is why we can't ship them yet, because the printed patterns are included. All right, so you'll find all those on the website under fabric kits. And actually, the little kits, that's where you find those as well. So check it out.
Awesome.
Any questions on any of those? Would these work for the new class pack too? Yes, the bundle for sure. You would just need to add a background for the second quilt. So these would work for the Lucy, for example. You need exactly 3 yards, but you would need to add a background for the Velocity. Where in the shop listings, I just said fabric kits. I also have a link in the description of this video, so you can click right on it if you want to. But you don't want to go away. We got more to share. You don't want to go away yet. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the show we had yesterday, the morning show, Perfect Pair, which is once a month. I hope you saw Nancy and Colleen. They did their show yesterday. Kara was out for the morning, so Colleen filled in.
We had so much fun, too.
And it was fun, right? You produced the show with them, and they just do such a great job. I highly encourage you to watch it. You can always go back and watch them. But they talked about a new project, and they both wanted to do the Haldora quilt from my Quilts of Iceland book. And, you know, we have these discussions all the time, how, you know, certain people like to start a project and won't start another one until they finish the one that they're working on.
Sorry to break it up. What does that say?
Does this come to Iceland? Oh, the Perfect Pair box is most likely not. No. These are usually put together quickly and they disappear quickly. But anyways, so some of you like to have multiple things going on. I think most quilters do. You have some projects that take a while, like maybe you're working on some block of the months. Others you can just whip up quickly, and then you have all the in-betweeners. So I think there's an in-between idea. I love if you want to work on a quilt or want to make a quilt that kind of is a little bit more work than many others, kind of those just projects you really want to make, then it's really great to break it down and just kind of work on it over a period of time. So they came to me and wanted to work on Haldora, and I just thought that was a fabulous idea to bring to the show. And so if you've ever wanted to make this quilt, I highly encourage you to do it alongside Nancy and Kara on the Perfect Pair show. So they started off yesterday. They we talked about fabric selection. They asked me some questions and things, and so I recommended some ideas, some things to watch out for, because some of the pieces are kind of small, so you want to kind of make every fabric count, every piece count. And you can use fat quarters, and by the way, we have a special on fat quarter packs because of that show yesterday through the end of the month. Where in Iceland can I buy GE fabric? We have a website, so it's gedesignsiceland.com, that we just carry some of the fabrics from our store here. So thank you for that question. But let's keep talking about Haldora. So they are going to make the blocks. There's going to be a special blog post that you can watch that's going to get updated. It's not live yet, but it will be. But you can start by watching the show. And they're going to be making blocks. So I think the first part is just really getting your fabrics chosen, and then cut, and then you can make your strip sets before next month's show, which is it's 4 weeks away. So it's good. You can take your time. It's always the third Thursday of the month. So then they're just going to make a few blocks at a time. And so I love this one. This is the original. Now, if you put up the photo of the quilt, this quilt was inspired by this embroidered chair that I saw at the Icelandic Textile Museum. And I couldn't get it out of my head until I had drafted the quilt. So that is Haldora. But, you know, when you look at this quilt, it's kind of intimidating. Lots of little pieces, lots of blocks, but a great way to kind of break it down like they're going to do on the show. So please check out their show.
I love the quilting on there.
I know. It's really cool. It's kind of a little bit of a Celtic inspiration. So that is, any questions on any of that? So this quilt is in my Quilts of Iceland book. So all you would need is obviously the book and then find some fabrics.
What show is it to watch?
So it's called Perfect Pair. You can find it just on easiest way is to go to our YouTube channel. And make sure you subscribe because then you're notified. They are live it's a live show, so third Thursday of each month at 9:30 a.m. And very conversational. They talk about, their life as moms and just lots of fun. Just quilters chatting. So more like a podcast kind of. I love that. Okay, should we look at some fabrics?
Sure.
Yes. So we're going to start off with a small bundle that is very fitting for our life here on the lake. It's called Lakefront. And we're going to start off with this piece. So this is a Wilmington print. Just beautiful lake scene here. We got the two Adirondack chairs on the dock. And the boats and the ducks. This looks like our lakeshore, doesn't it? Kind of. Maybe not. The boats are a little bit different.
Boats are a little different.
But the ducks are there.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some Adirondack chairs as well. You have to have that. So that's the main print.
Those are not comfy.
No, they're not. No. We got some comfy ones as well. So then we have this really cool print. So it's kind of taking that scene and putting it just into a line drawing on this light background in blue. Then we have some more blueprints. We have the ducks, the mallards. Now these are just the males. So I wonder about that.
How can you tell?
Because the males are the ones that have the green heads.
Oh.
And the females are all brown.
Okay.
Then we have some fireflies. Really nice. I love it because they're kind of tonal like that and not too many colors. We have a beautiful diagonal plaid in this lighter blue with a darker blue stripe, which would work perfectly. We have the same print as this one in a tone-on-tone green, so bringing in the greens. And then we have the fireflies in green and another plaid. So just a small 8-piece line, but perfect to make something fun. And we do carry some of the prints from the line in 1 yard. So we have the green, both plaids in 1 yards. And then we have the white. Or it's kind of like a creamy off-white. So these are the three we have from the line. But then I pulled some more fun colors. So for the green, I did 2 colors. I did the darker one. This is Deco Stitch and the Topiary. And then for the lighter tones, the Spectrostatic and the Sweet Pea. It's a beautiful fit. For the blues, Bumbleberry's Midwinter Blue is a great color. And then I also pulled a Jack's Monaco, which has some of the light and the dark in here. And then for the light blue, both in this print and over here, the Canvas Stone Washed Denim. If you wanted to put in more background, Grunge Whisper is a perfect tone to this. So it's a little creamy, not fully cream, but just kind of an off-white. And then just a little bit darker, Spectrostatic Papyrus is kind of the color in the ducks, a little bit more tan. And then another great accent would be to pull out a brown, a nice soft brown to match kind of the docks and the cabins and the darker color in the ducks. So Thatched Cocoa is that one. So this is Lakefront, 8-piece bundle. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I know. That makes me want to go jump in the lake.
Go jump in the lake then.
Yeah, I scare the ducks away first. Just in case.
Not sure it makes me want to go jump in the lake.
Oh, really?
No.
Does it make you want to get on the boat?
Maybe that.
Yeah, maybe that. Okay. I get that. All right, so we have another new line that is really cool. This is a new line from Juicy Juice by Andover. And this one is called Sleuth. I know, you wonder what that means. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, this line is based on well, inspired by his love of murder mysteries and serial killers and things like that.
Oh boy.
So I think this is like a.
Who's he?
He's the designer, Juicy Juice.
Okay.
And this is,
That's his
I
name?
believe, like, yeah, that's his name. But this is, polygraph. Like when you do a polygraph. I don't have any experience with that, but I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of us that like those kind of mysteries and murders. Is that a designer thing? Because that's what I listen to when I'm sewing.
Exactly.
But I love this. It's a kind of a light blue color, really cool, modern. Here's fingerprints. Look at this. There's gigantic fingerprints, but it makes a really nice fabric texture. Really like that.
It's a dateline.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have. This looks like a code, like if you have a secret coded message. I don't think they have the names. Oh, cryptography. Cryptography is what this is.
The first one is polygraph.
Yeah, polygraph.
Yeah.
And then this is called Devil's Arrow. I don't know. It looks like kind of like a texture of a lizard skin or something. But it's cool. It's a cool texture. Then we have, of course, the spatter. This, based on the color, this is not necessarily blood spatter, but it's some kind of spatter. And then beautiful blue. Now this one doesn't have a name, but I love this. This does remind me of something, and we have this in a different color, so a little bit on the more teal side. So then we get into some more red. We have the fingerprints in this burgundy, violet color. We have that same print in purple.
Nice combinations.
I know, I love it.
Wow.
It's very modern, all graphic, as you can see, no florals. We have the polygraph in this beautiful barn red. And
Morse code.
yeah, this looks like Morse code or something like that. Almost also like Braille.
Right.
And then one more is that texture here in this beautiful barn or rusty red color. Now there are 1 yard and 3 yards of, there's 1 yard of 4 more prints. So we have the spatter in gray on white, which I love. So that's the Sleuth spatter, and the color is called Hush. It's not in the bundle, but because I wanted to have that as a background option. And then we have these awesome, it's called Exhibit. So they are patchwork fabrics. So, or some would call these cheater prints. But I actually really like the scale of this because you could actually cut smaller pieces. These would be great, of course, for back. So we have it in 3 yards and 1 yards. Great for bags, anything like that, pillows. Hello. Just quilt this up. Can you quilt some up of these?
Oh, yeah.
Make some pillows?
Yep.
So we have 3 colorways. This is neutral. And so more of the browns and the grays and blues. And then we have a warm. So we have the purples and the reds and the golds. And then we have cool. So all the blues. And the purple hue is a little bit of green in here. So these are really awesome. Like I said, both have them in 1 yard and 3 yards. And then I did a fabric pull, of course. So some of the lighter grays that, I also try to find things that kind of fit in here in the style. So modern background strokes in the Zen gray or the fog color. Then we have Bumbleberry's light slate for like a light gray. Some more of the blues. I did a chalk and charcoal and the dusty blue. And then in between the seedlings and the denim. All very kind of modern prints, modern basics. for matching that teal, or it's called Abyss. Deco Stitch in the Abyss is a perfect match with this. I love this color. This is a really cool color. For some of the reds and purples, we did Provisions in the Vineyard, which is, of course, a Tim Holtz. Works great in here. And another Provisions in the Indigo for the dark blue. And then I pulled this Dotty Thatched in the Amethyst color for a perfect match to this purple. For the reds, Moonscape in the Flame is a perfect match with that lighter red. You got a Bumbleberries in the Postbox Red for the bright red.
You say you have this in 3 yards?
These prints here, we have these in 3 yards. And then the Spectrostatic in the Brick for matching some of the darker brick red. But I really love this. Now, Sleuth is not his first line, and actually we still have some of his last line, which is called Fabric from the Basement, and some of the same textures and feel is here. So you can totally take this and mix this together. I just want to lay this on top because this is one of my favorite things to do, is mixing lines, but you can totally see. So here we have some of the blues, some of the reds, a little bit of spatter stuff. There's some blacks in here. That would be the addition. Some white with the blue. Love that. And then all these kind of purples. So you could totally mix. And Juicy, I always love his stuff, so I've kind of been a collector of some of his things. So I think these together would just be awesome. So I can't wait to play with it. Very, very cool.
You're welcome, Miss Angela. You're welcome.
So this, someone's asking, would this be good for Haldora? This would be awesome because you can also tell they're smaller prints, nothing super large, obviously, if you count these out, but they'd be perfect for Haldora because they're small and everyone is going to really make an impact. Some of this stuff would be great for the class pack quilts like Lucy and Velocity. That would be really, really cool as well. So, and what a fun back to use some of those prints, the exhibit. But Sleuth is available now, and I'm going to be sure to secure myself some.
Love this.
Yeah. We have one more thing that I added. So I showed you some of our we got restocked some of our border prints a couple of weeks ago, and this gnome one was so popular. So this is our border up table runner, which is a super fast quilt as you go table runner, great for gifts. And we got some requests for making kits. Now, I found some of this plaid that I used in this particular one. So we made some kits, and I found some more of this plaid that I used for the Holiday Happy Place. So we made some kits. So what is in the kit would be enough fabric to make the runner, so the backing, the border print, and the plaid that is used for the accent and the binding. So these guys are now available. You can find them under fabric kits. We have just a few border up kits for both the gnomes that are, I think it's snow, what are they called? Holiday Snow Gnomes or something like that. And then we have the Holiday Happy Place that has kind of the fun decorated she sheds in the stripe. So, but I thought we would share it since it's the actual fabrics and perfect little kits to snatch up and make in an evening for some holiday gifts or whatever. So that's our new fabric today. And I love it. So did everybody share their favorite junk foods? I was kind of looking at it.
You didn't ask.
I did, and the people started sharing anyway.
Oh.
We asked you.
People said chocolate is its own
You know
category.
what is a junk food that is kind of a super guilty pleasure because it's so unhealthy but so good?
What?
Cheese curds.
I've never really liked cheese curds.
I can't eat a lot of them, but if you get good cheese curds.
Like at the State Fair, cheese curds?
Those are good, but also in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin cheese curds?
Yeah, they specialize. I did get some good ones actually on the lake the other day, on this last weekend.
Where at?
No, that wasn't weekend. It was Monday. At the new place. No, I don't remember what it's called.
It's called What's the Name?
What's the name? It's a new place that opened at the Caribbean Marina.
Someone said cheese curds that squeak.
That you gotta squeak a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does it make a squeak?
But they have to be warm. Like you can't wait too long or they. I think they squeak when you're eating like cold.
Goes from cheese curds to squeak curds?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that makes me want some cheese curds right now.
Enjoy your
squeaky cheese curds? You can't even talk.
No.
Is your mouth watering for some cheese curds? Oh, good. Well, do you have a live winner for us? Of course, we have a giveaway every show, so all of your comments throughout the show are now entered into our random generator. Kobe, you have something to say?
Please.
Hi, Kobe.
The winner is...
Who's our winner? Lynn Ray. Congratulations. $25 gift card is yours. So all you got to do is send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get you your gift card to go shopping. Now, we will be live next week. We have 2 shows next week. It's 3 shows, actually, counting One Yard Wednesday. Our Tipsy Tuesday show will feature our London Calling upcoming block of the month. So make sure to check that out if you're interested in joining us for that. We'll be launching the pattern and digital package. That's July 25th at 4 p.m. And then following Friday is July 28th at 12 p.m. Central. And I'll have a new producer for that show because you're not around, are you?
No, I'll be gone.
He's got a gig.
I got a gig.
He's got a gig.
I got to go to Wisconsin and get some cheese curds.
Oh, he's playing in Wisconsin. There it is. Well, that's our show today. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you next week.